just take a quick look here at this African swine fever because this is getting out of control. They're saying that a quarter of the planet's pigs have been wiped out. That is a massive amount of food product. Even if you don't eat pig, sometimes it's all some people can say, well, I don't eat pig anyway. Well, okay, you act like this isn't going to affect you in some way, which it is. It's going to affect all of us. As food prices around the globe are going to skyrocket. If they can't get their protein from here, they're going to have to get it somewhere else. In one day. When the global supply of pigs is getting wiped out, you're talking hundreds of millions of pigs, and we only have 70 million here? Boy, oh boy, this is one to watch out for. Hoping the Most High stops this in its tracks.
All right, Shalom. This is Harawan Ban Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amal. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and the truth around the four corners of the earth. This is Isaiah 65:2. I have spread out my hands all day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that is not good, after their own thoughts. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in the mountains, which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things in their vessels. All right. And I'm gonna stop right there because now the reason I want to go into this topic is because eating swine, eating pork, it's against the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It's against the law of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now this guy Dabu 7, I don't know what the hell he is, whether he's an Edomite or a Jake. A lot of times I think he's an Edomite. Sometimes I think he's a Jake, so that's not up to me to choose. But what I get from it is, bottom line, it's the Lord doing you a favor. He doing our people a favor because our people won't stop eating it, man. It's 70 million. It's only 70 million pigs in America. And you got all types of plagues and diseases going around and famine, right? Disease and plagues. And that's why the scriptures speak about famines. You have, he said what? I forgot the percentage. I think he said 30% of the world's pigs is about being wiped out through the damn African fever. African fever, man. So the Lord set that up. The Most High got a sense of humor. All right. He allowing the plagues to be on these pigs. And it's going to be on a lot of other food too. And he said, the guy Dabu 77 said it's going to affect the protein market, meaning they can't eat pork. They're going to get the protein from somewhere. So they're going to start moving towards something else. And it's going to cause prices to skyrocket on things like steak, maybe lamb, or whatever else, other protein forms they have, with chicken, But if you're in the truth, if you have understanding, then you know that these things have to come upon the earth. And you heard Dabu 77. The thing that made me laugh was he said, "I hope the Most High stops this." I hope. He said, "Let's hope the Most High puts a stop to this." This dude, man. I don't know if he's Edomite or if he's a Jake, but he obviously don't know the Most High, man. And these people cannot understand his ways. You're going to go to him. You're going to go to the Most High and ask him to save the pigs so you can eat. Man, listen. This is Isaiah 65. And that's why he said, what? Our people provoke him to anger continually to his face. Because Jake going to be right up in there trying to save them damn pigs. And they're bottom feeders, man. The Lord is looking out for us by telling us not to eat these things. You know, telling us not to eat. It's in the Levitical law. It tells you what to eat and what you can't eat. I'm gonna get that in a minute. So I'm gonna get to these scriptures real quick, man, just to show that these people don't know the Most High. They're clueless. They're clueless that the Lord is judging the earth right now. All right, and the plagues that are coming upon the swine is part of His judgment. You know. Now, pigs, what do? They don't have any pores. They're non-porous. So what do? They sweat on the inside. They don't sweat on the outside. We sweat so we can get the toxins out of our skin throughout the day. But pigs, theirs is on the inside. So all of the bacteria, all of the destructive enzymes that they have in their bloodstream and in their gut that break down anything that they eat anything, man. They're the scavengers of the earth. You have scavengers of the sea that clean the sea and scavengers of the earth that clean the earth. You know, just like Esau is a scavenger of the earth too, as far as humanity. Supposed to be bottom feeders. And you have the pork. They eat anything, man, and they divide the hoof, right? But they don't chew the cud. You know, the cud is like a acid reflux type of system in the belly of a cow or cattle, to where certain animals have a secondary system to where the food goes in. They eat it. It goes into like a 3-layer intestine. So it goes into one intestine, and then it goes up into another intestine, and then it filters out, and then it goes into the stomach, and the rest comes back into the mouth of the damn cow. They chew it up, goes back into the stomach again. You see what I'm saying? So it's a whole process of cleaning, killing the bacteria. It eats it, throws it back up. The cow chews it, swallows it again, and it goes into another stomach. All right. And that's a filter system that the Lord created inside the animals, certain animals that we can eat. And you can't see it just by walking up to an animal. You can look at their hoofs, but the Lord looked out for us in the scriptures and said, yo, I'm going to be your x-ray and tell you what's inside that animal. Don't eat that one. Don't eat this one. You can eat that one though. You know, and that's love right there. That's taking care of His people, taking care of His creation. All right. Now it says, so He has spread out His hands all day unto a rebellious people. So our people are still rebellious when they eat pork. You know, I was watching a movie the other day. What was it, man? Some lady was on there, Jake, and it was like, damn, what did he say? He said, yeah, you eating this pork, ma? You eating pork again, ma? And the lady was like, pigs were made to be eaten. And I was like, didn't I hear that before? I heard that growing up, man. They used to say that all the time. Pigs were made to be eaten. No, they weren't. No, they weren't, man. These are all mysticisms of our people, man. I forgot the word for it, man. You know, the cliches, right? You know how Jake do? They always say that shit. They'll say things like, I love my pork. I love my pork. I don't know what you're talking about. So our people are rebellious, man. So the Lord He's destroying it. It's like 70 million pigs in America. And Esau, the one that brought them over here to the Americas. What you call the damn Spaniards and Quakers. When they came over to the Americas, they would bring horses and pigs. And the reason they brought the pig over here to America is because when they brought their families, Esau brought their damn cave woman and cave child over here. They couldn't stand the heat. They couldn't stand the humidity in this area. They couldn't stand the bugs. The sunlight too much, and they didn't have food out there on them waters when they were traveling over here. So the best animal, the easiest animal to mate, to mate or produce while you're on the boat is a pig, and that's what they said. You know what I mean? That's what they believe. Esau, and they brought the pig with them, and that's when they brought it over here, and they let it loose. A lot of them broke free and let them loose all over the place, and then that's literally what you have called the wild hog, the hog, all right. I think called the hog, right? I forgot the name of warthog. Dang, the damn warthog. All right, the pig mutated into the damn warthog being over here in America. All right, so that's when you have pigs. That's how they got over here. So that's Esau's thing, man. That's not ours. All right, two bottom feeders dwelling together in a boat, making their way over here to the Americas. Pigs, right? So it says what? A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens. And our people always sacrificing in gardens. All of their damn celebrating Esau's holidays, just like a slave does, right? Trying to fit in with Esau. Since they came over to the Americas, they've been trying to fit in with Esau, learn Esau's language, learn Esau's holidays, celebrate, get a job, get power positions. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with getting a job. I'm talking about they get a job and once they get into a power seat, they feel like they made it, because now they could live the life that Esau lived. Yeah, I get to wear the boss's suit. I get to wear massa outfit now. I'm in the big house. It says, which remain among the graves, and what they sacrifice in gardens and burn of incense upon altars of brick. And that's your barbecue grills, And what do? They sit out there and cook their pork, and they say their prayers, to idols. They're praying to idols, man. All right. They try to pray to the Father, but they're not doing it right. They're praying to Jesus, these damn idols, these false gods. All right, and they eating pork and doing it. This shit's crazy, man. It's against the law of Yahweh. Which remain among the graves. You see a lot of gangbangers and people doing visits to the grave sites. In a lot of movies, they sit around, just hang around the grave, have a drink. They have barbecues out in certain areas and shit. And lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and broths of abominable things in their vessels. What they call that? Gumbo. That gumbo. That's that slave food, man. Massa in the big house. I say massa meaning oppressor in the Hebrew. They used to give us food rations, which would be the slop. All right, they would feed their families the healthy stuff, and they would feed us what they call today soul food, giving our people gout, high blood pressure, diabetes, all these different things, man, killing our people. All right, pigs have enzymes in their gut that break down anything. When a person eats that, it begins to break that person down, destroying their damn pancreas, giving them diabetes, right? Throwing their blood sugar off, high blood pressure, giving them cholesterol, blocking their arteries and shit like that. Bloated, fingers be all bloated and shit. It's crazy, man. Just because something got protein in it, that means it's good. They fucking people. It's crazy, man. They're crazy. It says, verse 4, verse 5, I'm gonna skip down to verse 5. Which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all day. Sheesh. So the Lord mad. Scripture say the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. He's long suffering towards usward, man. So that the hopeful elect will wake up, right? And the Lord got to bring his prophecies to pass. But he got a judgment in place for all you people that won't stop eating that damn pork. And it's starting. It's beginning. All right. Our people are destroying themselves by eating it. Now, the Lord he's starting to destroy it off the earth. A famine and plagues. He said, hopefully the Most High stops it. Oh my goodness, man. It's crazy. Oh, he said, hopefully the Most High stops this. It does something about this, man. Oh, wow. That was funny. It says, and that's what our people say. They say, come not near to me. They act all holier than thou. They act like they're godly or spiritual. They think gain is godliness, riches and wealth, partying. It says, behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but will recompense, even recompense into their bosom. And he's recompensing them now. All right. With what's called famine and the African fever. Shit killing hundreds of millions of pigs as we speak, all the way from Europe to the Middle East, all the way over to America. Oh, it's going to be in America soon. Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword. So if you of the children of Israel, and you following at the Esau in that same spirit, hopefully the Most High stop this, save the pigs and shit so everybody can eat them, then the Lord going to number you among them as a heathen. He's going to number you to the sword, to their same destruction. And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. All right, be slaughtered like a damn pig. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. And to find out what the Lord delights not in, you got to read. That's why the scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth. All right. And seek out the ways of the old paths, and walk therein. And that's how you find out what's pleasing to the Father, and what his Son told us, Yahushua. Not what you feel, not what you want to do in your own heart, right? In own desires. It says, therefore, so our people are choosing it wherein the Lord delights not. And eating pork, the Lord, he hates that. And he didn't change. He hated it then, he hates it now. He created the pig. The pig isn't evil. It's just the pig is a low creature, and it's made to be unclean. And our people are considered clean and royal. All right, unless they're in a heathenistic mindset. So it says what? Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, my servants shall eat. So what? It's going to be a famine real soon. All right. So people going to want to eat pork. They're going to want to eat crabs. They're going to dive to the fucking ocean to get the crabs and shit. That's why the ocean's so dirty, because ain't nothing out there to clean it. You got them people eating them. 70 million pigs. Well, that'll be gone soon. With Jake around. That's how big these people are nowadays, all bloated and shit. Right? It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. And what he fed Elijah with ravens, man, brought him meat over and over through the night. Fed our people with corn. Daniel with herbs and pulse. All right, when Nebuchadnezzar tried to get Daniel to eat pig, all their abominable foods, but Daniel decided to eat pulse, the herbs, the seeds, you know. And when they checked on Daniel again, he was healthy. All right, I can do a lesson on it, but I'm just kind of breezing through it so I can finish this lesson. All right. So, what you want to eat is herbs. You want to eat you can eat meat, but eat the meat that the Lord told you to eat. All right, according to the Levitical law. It says, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, man. And the water's plagued. They got all kind of shit in the damn water. If you think about it, man, even in my house, we run through a case of waters in no time. They say, no, look, there's no water in there. But you got a sink full of running water. It's crazy, man. This shit's like some fucking madhouse out here in the world. Esau's world. You got the damn sink with running water that you can't drink out of. Because they got fluoride and all kind of damn foreign parasites in it and shit like that. Bacterias. But when you go to the store and get the water, the price is going up. You're going to have hyperinflation. Dollar collapse. Sheesh. But in the midst of that, you got people coming out like this saying they hope the Most High stops it. Well, you just don't understand the Most High's ways. All right? That's why the Lord says his servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, man. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And that's what they're beginning to do that. I don't know if that guy's a Jake Dabu 7 or not. I don't know if he's an Edomite or whatever, but that spirit of howling for vexation is beginning. They mad. No more pork on the earth. That'd be funny. All right, this is Job 5:20. In famine, he shall be redeemed from death. It's talking about the elect. All right. And in war, from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. All right. So, and that's why I'm kind of laughing that's a famine. All right, that'll begin. And that's why, because the one that's going to laugh, they've been told the mysteries and they understand the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that he's going to destroy this place. All right. Psalm 37:18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. All right. So we're not going to be ashamed in these times. And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of Yahweh shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. They shall consume away. All right. Jeremiah 14:11. Then said Yahweh unto me, pray not for this people, for their good. All right. So that's why I don't pray for 2/3 or the people that love wicked deeds as far as like eating pork. You don't pray for those people, man. You laugh at them or you pity, you kind of, you understand that they're in a Gentile state of mind and things like that. But when it says what? Pray not for their good, man. So you pray for their destruction. When they fast, I will not hear their cry. So when our people fasting and praying, the Lord not going to hear their cry. And when they offer burnt offering and an oblation, I will not accept them. All right, their burnt offerings today is pork. But I will consume them by the sword and by the famine and by the pestilence. So with famine comes pestilence, and with pestilence comes famine. All right, disease. That's your African fever. Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. We're hearing about that. That ye see that ye be not troubled. See, that's the focus. See that ye be not troubled. And that guy Dabu 77, he was obviously troubled. His water was completely troubled. Somebody that kicked and stomped all in his puddle of water. Right? It says, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. You understand? This is Isaiah 55:7. Let the wicked forsake his way. All right, so you following at your own way. You got that damn pork chop in your mouth. You got that pork chop in the fridge or in the microwave in the oven waiting for you. And you hear this message and you read it in the scriptures or you hear a brother teaching about it saying, don't eat it. And it said, let the wicked forsake his way. All right. And the unrighteous man, his thoughts, man. Hope the Most High puts an end to the damn famine of the pork. This dude, man. That's an unrighteous man thoughts, man. And let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. All right. So, we don't know the Lord's ways unless he allows you to know it, to know his righteous way. And why he's destroying the pork on the earth. Our people are in derision, and these heathens have no idea. All right, so they like, oh, please, praying to the sky. He probably praying tonight, asking the Lord not to destroy the pork. John 14:15. I'm gonna go to 14. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. One, they don't know the name of the Lord. Two, you damn sure better not be asking him to save the pig so you can eat some pork. If you love me, keep my commandments, man. And one of his commandments is don't eat no damn swine. All right, so if you love the Lord, if you bring the Lord into your conversation, the God of the scriptures, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, even though you're calling on him falsely by the wrong name and in your worship falsely, if you love the Lord, you're supposed to keep his commandments. All right, and his commands are not grievous. They're helpful. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. And the elect are going to be comforted in these times. All right, they're eating the word, the manna from heaven. And the Lord said they're going to be protected, and we're going to eat in that day, man. That's going to be so beautiful, man, to see the Lord stepping in and feeding the elect, in the midst of the famine. And, and these people chasing after the pork. It says, even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. That's why they can't understand, man. He's like, let's pray the Lord put a stop to this. You don't get it. All you people out there that you don't have to eat pork, it's going to affect you too. So you can laugh all you. You mad. It's all right, verse 17. Because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but so the world cannot receive the spirit of truth, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, talking about Yahushua, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. All right, I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. So, all right, let me get this. All right, this is Deuteronomy 14:7. Nevertheless, these is one of his commandments. These ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, Now, will this get you to salvation by you keeping the law? No, but it'll get you closer to the Most High. All right, it'll get you closer to being able to receive the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, being more open to understand. All right, now because wisdom will flee a heart of deceit, a mind that's deceitful. Okay, wisdom won't dwell there. And now, it says, nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud. All right. So, or of them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel. See, the camel, if you look at a camel, it I think it chews the cud, but it divides not the hoof. All right. It got like plunger looking feet. So it could walk in that sand over there. All right. And the hare, and that's not talking about a rabbit, it's talking about some other type of damn animal. I'm gonna do a lesson on this too. I was teaching my children about it, so I'm gonna go into it. All right. And the coney, for they chew not the cud, but divide not the hoof. For they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. See, therefore they are unclean unto you. And the swine, because it divideth the hoof, the swine, see that? It divided the hoof. It got, like, if you look at a dog or an animal like a cattle, and their hoof is spread, you know what I mean? Like in 3 prongs almost. Sort of like a tripod sort of setup, and that's a divided hoof. But if they chew not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcasses. You know, and in this side, you touch a lot of unclean things. That's why we have Yahushua to make us clean. And these bodies cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven, right? Because they're unclean. So, and it says, but we shall not eat the damn swine, man. That's why he said, if you love him, keep his commandments. And his ways are not our ways. And the people can't understand his ways. Why would he start destroying the pork in these late times right now, in these times? Why would he send African fever to most of the global population of pigs upon the earth? He's showing you, like, man, listen. Malachi 3:6, for I am Yahweh. It's talking about Yahweh and his son Yahushua, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I change not. See, he changed not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Hebrews 13:8, Yahushua, the same yesterday and today and forever. So Yahweh changed not, right? And Yahushua is the same. He didn't change either. And they all said the same thing. This is Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I came not to destroy, but to fulfill. And he kept the law perfectly. And that's Yahushua. Right? He came to show us it's a lifestyle. You know, it's a lifestyle. And it keep you healthy and spiritual, man. Oh, not spiritual, but clean to some extent. All right. You still got GMO foods, all these different things, man. So, it says, I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, and heaven and earth is still in place. All right, the firmament, the sun, the moon, stars, the earth that we're walking on. One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Because the law, as long as the earth and humanity is in place, the law is still there. Because that's what the law was made for. The flesh, to govern the flesh. All right. As long as there's flesh existing on this earth, the law is going to always be in place. It's just the Lord put us under grace, which is an exemption period. All right, to give us time to be fixed and reset in order. one jot or one tittle, one word or one line shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and eating pork is the least commandment, and shall teach men so if you claim to be loving God and you telling people to eat pork and protesting for pork rights, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. All right, Leviticus 11. I'm going to read it again. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, all right, down to 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean unto you. This is 2 Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And this is a response to Dabo 7:7. You know, hopefully the Most High put an end to it, to the destruction of the pork and the African fever that get people sick, and in the protein market that cause hyperinflation, crying and shit. It says what? I will bring plagues upon the earth. You hear that? So the Lord is going to bring these plagues upon the earth, like African fever. The Lord brought that. And the sword, that's the wars upon the earth. Famine. Famine, lack of food. All right. And pestilence, right? It says death, and that comes from pestilence and other reasons of death, right? And destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. It's hurtful. To be wicked is to be hurtful, man, to the Lord. All right? You can't hurt him, but it's a hurtful deed to be wicked. All right? All right, I'm going to end it with this, man. Because, today, America represents spiritually Egypt, spiritually Babylon, spiritually Assyria, Nineveh, all right, spiritually Rome. So what happened to Egypt? The plagues hit their cattle. And there's one point where the Lord had the plagues fall on their cattle, but not on the Israelites' cattle. All right. That's why the scriptures say, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the Lord had not done it. All right. So it says, 2 Ezra 15:10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. They're being led by who? By deception, by Esau, and by their blind leaders. And they chasing after their senses, smelling that pig, chasing it into the slaughterhouse, chasing after Esau. Right? That way it said, ye are of your father the devil, the lust of your father you will do. So they're chasing after their lust. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And Egypt just means encirclement or a ghetto. All right. And that's where the children of Israel reside, in the ghettos, in captivity. All right. Sort of like what you would call a concentration camp. All right. That's what Egypt means. So the Lord's going to bring us up out of Egypt again. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. And a stretched out arm is Yahweh Shai reaching out and sending his angels to gather the elect. And smite Egypt with plagues as before. So you're going to smite Egypt with plagues as before, man. And will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn. So all the plagues that's around the world, they come in here to America. African fever. All right. And the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it.